What's going on, guys? Yeah, whatever you do. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? It's your boy Crazy Dude 36 coming to today with my UPU Season 4 Battle 2 against Barrett and his Vixen Vaporeons. And something kind of happened. I recorded the battle, but yeah, I had no audio, so I'm gonna have to go through the battle and tell you each what I think of happened. Once the battle starts, I'm gonna swap sides, but he brung his Nidoqueen, his Honchkrow, his Mega Lopunny, his Garchomp, his Vaporeon, and his Raikou. And as y'all know, I brung my Nidoking, my Masquerain, my Mawile, my Superior, my Hitmontop, and my Swampert. So I was thinking, like, what would be a good possible lead? And I started looking and I realized he didn't really have an answer to Swampert, so I believe I led Swampert, and he led his Nidoqueen, whose nickname's Queenie. Okay, so I didn't expect him to stay in, so I went for Stealth Rocks to get a free Stealth Rocks, but he stayed in with Queenie and got T-Spikes up. And so basically, we each got a free ton of hazard remover. Next thing he went for was Earth Power, and I managed to eat that pretty much. But I went for an Earthquake and realized I can get a 2-hit KO. And I thought he was gonna switch out to something, but I went for Earthquake again, and I thought he would switch out into something, but he went Ice Beam trying to get the freeze hacks, and failed to do so. He is no Ethan Hackscod Lubowitz. And I get the Earthquake, and Swampert gets a kill this week. Next he'll be bringing in his Garchomp, and I went Protect to scout out what move he would use, and he went Outrage, I believe. Yeah, he went Outrage. And thanks to this, I knew that he would be stuck in Outrage, so I would think he would go. I was thinking that he would stay in, go for Outrage, because he knows I couldn't Protect twice, and he would be able to get a kill against Guppy. But I chose to swap in to Mawile, because it's a Steel and Fairy type, and it's immune against Dragon types. So. But he swapped out into Raikou, which is something I totally did not expect. But I stayed in, got the Intimidate off, and yeah. I Mega Evolved this right here, so that way my attack is pretty much doubled now thanks to huge power. And he goes Thunderbolt, which I survive. And then I go for Play Rough and manage to get the kill, thanks to the huge power ability that he has. And the reason I didn't get poisoned is because Steel types really can't get poisoned at all. Then he sends on Lola, who is actually a really big threat at this point, because I know it's going to either go for like Fake Out or High Jump Kick. So predicting the High Jump Kick, I swap into Bugsy, who is 4 times resistant against it. And I predict it, and I eat it. Like, I eat it like a bowl of cereal, man. That did nothing to me. So at this point, I'm thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So then he goes into his Bubbles, which is his Vaporeon. And then I go for Sticky Web. So that way the rest of his team is really slow. Their speed pretty much goes down 1. So at this point, I'm like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? I go S/, trying to get this thing to flinch, but that's an epic fail. Nothing happened. He hits me Ice Beam and does a lot of damage to me, but does not get the freeze, thank God. So I swapped out, I believe, and went into, I think, Nidoking? No, I went into Kim to get the, to eat the Ice Beam, because I know this is it. But he managed to get the freeze hacks for once, and I was royally pissed off. And so I'm sitting over here I hit him Play Rough, trying to get some damage off. Then he goes into Honchkrow, And at this point is when I start freaking out because I'm frozen solid, and this thing can go defog, and it's faster than me. So that's exactly what he does. He goes in, goes defog, gets his hazard removed, and lowers my evasion. And I'm just steadily hitting play rough, trying to get unfrozen. I was thinking if I went fire finger to go away, but I wasn't sure. I don't think it would be, but he goes foul play. Even though I resisted, he still gets the kill on me. And as y'all probably end up telling, I'll start panicking because he also has that Moxie ability, so now his foul play does even more damage. I go into Needle King to do some damage. I go Ice Punch, I believe, to try to do a lot of damage to it, but he swaps into Vaporeon, and Vaporeon eats it like a bowl of cereal. So next, I try to figure out what he was going to do, and I didn't know what to do, so I just went for Ground EMC because this is the only way I can really kill this thing. So Tectonic Rage gets the kill, and Xerxes picks up a kill this week. So yeah, I hate doing commentary like this. Next, he brings in his not Alolan Garchomp. There's no such thing. But then I go into Swampert to take the outrage from this thing and sack off Guppy pretty much, because I knew this thing's gonna be faster than me, and I really didn't have anything. So at this point, I was gonna swap into Superior because the Dragon Pulse. And he's actually faster than me because I didn't realize I didn't have Sticky Webs up, and it almost kills me. So I stopped really panicking, stuff like that, so on and so forth. Kill Dragon Pulse, and it does nothing. So this is the moment I stopped panicking. It's like, crap, how the heck am I supposed to kill this thing? So I hard switch into Needle King, thinking I can eat a Outrage. I don't. It almost kills me, but he confuses himself. And I thought he would stay in. I thought he'd be a line base set, but he wasn't. So I stay in, and I think I went for Ice Punch here to try to get the kill. And I managed to get the kill on Honchkrow. So with Honchkrow out the way, I think at this point is when I start setting up. I try to set up my Sticky Webs up again. So I sack off Xerxes at this point because he's not really of any use to me. His only use pretty much Garchomp, but yeah, he served this purpose. So then I go into Bugsy. Intimidate gets that 0.67 attack drop, and I got Thunder Punch. And if I did not have Intimidate, I would be dead, and I probably would have lost this battle. But I managed to get Sticky Webs up, which will lowers the speed of monsters that comes in, and then Bugsy pretty much did this purpose there, so I just sacked it off to Ice Punch. So Lola picks up a kill, and then my only chance at this point is for him on top to kill this thing and do some chip damage on Garchomp. So him on top goes in, goes for a Mach Punch, kills it, straight up kills it. It punches through this thing's defenses like it was a piece of cardboard. So I'm like, okay, I got the kill. That's one step, Beyblade. Thank you for that. Okay, so now I just need you to do 6% damage to this thing. I go Mach Punch again. It almost knocks it out. I'm like, wow. Okay, so yeah, I pretty much won this battle. Thinking he goes for Outrage again, and I survive. And him on top is able to pick up 2 kills this week, thanks to the HP investment that it has and the Mach Punch choice band set that I brung. But Beyblade also dies to the rough skin ability from Garchomp. But after all that, I managed to pick up the win. And yeah, that's pretty much all of it.